All righty. What's up, everybody? Good morning and welcome to the webinar. It is right at 9. We're going to start at about 9:02, 9:03-ish, give or take. We'll let people pile in here and then we'll let Sam cut loose and get you guys up and running. But before we get started, I want to bring this into a little bit of context. I've known Sam for, and real quick, my name is Mike Cuevas, guys, if I haven't met you guys yet. I'm one of the content. I run the content management team over at Suite Assist, which is a platform for broker owners, and we like doing events like this with guys like Sam and having them come onto the webinar. And we're creating a lot of content on a weekly basis. So I've known Sam for quite some time, and we asked Sam to come on and do this webinar because the first time I saw this presentation was at a high-level mastermind called Closing Table. And I remember seeing everybody in the room just turning my head and seeing everybody's jaws literally dropping to the floor. What Sam is, and I don't know if Sam will say this because he's pretty modest in his accolades, if you will, but Sam is a fucking killer, you guys. At the end of the day, Sam, I remember when he started Big Block Realty, we were sitting in a mastermind in Tampa Bay, Florida, probably about 2012 or 2013. This guy right here gets up in the middle of the room in the mastermind. This is when the distressed market was going crazy. And he gets up and he goes, I'm going to start a brokerage and I'm going to pay my agents 100% commission. Literally, there's probably about 30 people in the room. 29 of them laughed, except Sam. And everyone's like, why the hell are you going to start a real estate brokerage? And probably the worst time ever to ever start a real estate brokerage. If you remember back in the 10, 11, and 12 days, it was very scary to start a brokerage. But Sam was 100% confident, says, I have a business model that is going to go ahead and work, and I'm going to pay my agents 100% commission. You fast forward to today, there's a reason why Big Block has over 1,000 agents. They're franchising and they're open up in multiple cities, and they did it by paying their agents 100% commission, which was unheard of in that time. Now, today, what we're going to be discussing is how they ranked on the Inc. 500 by paying all their agents commissions. They don't rely on their agent commissions as the source of their income. They created several different ancillary services, allowing themselves to monetize and profit. And that's what I believe Sam is going to come through and share with everybody here today. So we're really appreciative to have Sam here and share all this stuff. Sammy, I'm going to go ahead and that was a good little intro for you. I know a lot of you guys know who Sam is, but I want to go ahead and give the floor over to Sam. And Sam, why don't you get into exactly what you want to share with us today?
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us today. Mike, thanks for having me on, and thanks for the kind words. Everything that Mike said is true, but what I want to help you understand and go through today is that it doesn't matter if you have 100% shop or if you have a traditional shop or if you're a team or whatever it is that you do to run your brokerage. What I want to open up for you today in your mind and the vision, the opportunity I want you to see is that there is a lot of opportunity inside of our industry outside of just collecting the traditional real estate commission or your split on it. So I'm going to pull up my screen here. And if anyone's having a hard time seeing this, just let me know. I'm going to try to go full screen here. Sorry, everyone. Why is this thing not dropping? Mike, if you're there, I can't get this bar on the bottom to drop so I can go full screen. I don't know if that's a glitch on my end or...
Hit a slideshow in the next animations in the top.
Slideshow?
In the top menu right there.
I don't see a top menu.
And go into, you want to go into, see where it says home and file home, your top menu of that PowerPoint?
Yes.
Go to slideshow all the way to over, right there. Go ahead and start from the beginning all the way to the left. And see if that works.
There we go. All right. So what I want to share with you today is the concept of profit, right? If you run a brokerage or even a team, you understand that there's a lot of things that suck profit off of your top line. And several years into owning the brokerage, it wasn't always the plan. Originally, our thought was, let's just build a 100% shop. Obviously, we have monthly fees and small transaction fees. But that really has nothing to do with the point. The idea is that when you start a brokerage, doesn't matter what model you have, you quickly start to understand that there's just so many expenses and costs that are getting sucked out of your profitability. And my partners and I came from the internet marketing world, where we understood and really did well in the affiliate marketing world. If you're not familiar with what affiliate marketing is, and that's not all I'm going to talk about today, but it's the concept of what brought us here. The idea of affiliate marketing is you have to remember that in commerce, in business, in the world today, there's always these two groups of people. The first group is someone like you, or someone like a blogger or an influencer or whatever you want to do or look at, that has people's attention, right? So if we bring that to you as a broker and you have 20, 30, 100, 400, whatever agents at your company, you have a group of people's attention. And it can be relatively easy for you to direct that attention to different products and services. And then on the other side, there's a group of people that have great products and services, and they're looking for more attention so that they can get more customers. And those two come together in a relationship where the people that are looking for the attention pay the people that have the attention for making relationships and essentially making commissions or different marketing fees. So today I'm going to talk to you about how really anybody on the call, I don't care how big or how small you are, should be able to have $100,000 in additional revenue added to their bottom line with really little or minimal work. So the first thing I want you to remember here, and this has kind of always been my motto in all the businesses that we do, and you'll start to see it come together as I go through this presentation, is one of my golden rules is we have to remember that millionaires become millionaires because they figure out how to make more money off the things that they're already doing. Millionaires become millionaires because they figure out how to make more money on the things that they're already doing. And I love doing that, right? When it comes to adding revenue streams and increasing money, I always ask myself, what is my effort to profit ratio? What is my effort to profit ratio? When I can find programs, services, different things that I can build into the deck of businesses that we run that have high profit and low effort, those are the type of things that I'm really interested in. You might say I'm lazy, and I would actually agree with you. I would rather like to use the word, I'm just really damn smart, right? I want to maximize my opportunity, maximize the revenue I make with the littlest amount of effort. And that's what I'm going to uncover for you today on how and where you can find a whole slew of hidden profit centers inside of your real estate brokerage. So a little bit about me. I'm not going to spend much time here. I'm Sam Khorramian. I run a company called Big Block Realty. We've been on the Inc. 500 list of the fastest growing companies in America for 6 years in a row. Actually, this is now wrong. 4 times in the top, 3 times in the top 35. And just 2 weeks ago, we landed at number 56. 56 fastest growing private company in America. We're also one of the top largest we're one of the top 100 largest brokers in America through Swanepoel and Real Trends. We're doing national franchise expansion, and we own a whole bunch of other businesses that surround the real estate transaction. So here's where I want this thing to start for you. We have to remember, and I think that this number is probably even a bit conservative. Every time a home sells, over 48 different companies or people are employed. In other words, every time you do a transaction, there's 48, maybe 50, 80. There's a whole bunch of different companies that feed off of that transaction. So that says 2 things to us. One, it just shows us how important real estate is to the world and the country's economy. But to the point of this presentation, it just shows us, if you think about the fact that all of these other companies and people are making revenue on the backside of you doing a transaction, the question must become, why are you not participating in that revenue? If 48 people are getting paid, why not build and use a system that allows you to create additional revenue for your brokerage? So here's where the lights really went off for me as I started to understand the idea of adding ancillary services, affiliate marketing, etc. We have to understand the difference between profit versus income. All of us right now are making income. We make our commissions, we pay out our staff, we pay out our agents, we have all of our costs, and then at the bottom of your P&L is your profit. That's actually what you took home, or what you got to keep before taxes. And when you start to understand the things that I'm going to show you today, all of the revenue that you're going to make from these additional profit centers is all profit. You don't have any bandwidth to use against it. You don't need to service the services that are being sold. You don't need to follow up with the clients. This is as simple as making connections and using a platform to allow them to do that, your agents, your consumers, buyers, and sellers, and getting paid bottom dollar revenue. So if I, for example, promote, let's just say, a roofing company, and the roofing company ends up getting hired by a client, the roofing company is going to go out and do all the work. They're going to have to take all the expenses. They're going to spend all the time. They're going to pay me a referral fee of whatever it is. Let's just say it's $1,000. That $1,000 goes straight to my bottom line. I don't have to service it. I don't have income against it. So I really want you to understand that not only is this exciting because we're adding additional profit centers, but we're adding bottom dollar profit, which is very exciting for any sort of business owner. So understand the difference between profit and income. What I want to share with you today is all profit generating bottom dollar revenue. So something that one of my mentors said to me a long time ago, as we started to build the brokerage, we started to go, we had 500 agents, 200, 500, 700. Today, with franchisees, we're close to 1,400 agents. And he said to me, he said, Sam, you're building a really big ship. You got a damn big ship. You got a lot of people and a lot of lives, and everyone, with all these families and people that are working in your world, you've got a really big ship. But has it ever occurred to you that the wake your ship makes is bigger than the ship itself? And if you've ever stood on the back of a cruise ship, as you can see here, when you stand on a huge cruise ship and you look back on the back of the boat, you can see that the wake that the ship made goes further than your eye can see. That's because the wake is greater and bigger and more impactful than the ship itself. And what that means for us is we have to understand that we all have a ship. Your brokerage is a ship. It might be a ship with 20 people. It might be a ship with 2,000 people. Regardless of how big your ship is, the wake that it creates is much bigger than the ship. And what I mean by wake in this analogy is the amount of ancillary businesses and profit centers that it can create for your company are much bigger than the ship itself. So always remember when you're going through this, the wake is bigger than the ship. One of the things that I think is really important is traditional real estate from Real Trends. They're one of the top leaders in evaluating real estate brokerages and companies. Says that a traditional real estate business sells at 3 to 4 times multiple of EBITDA, which is, in other words, net profit before taxes. And a real estate business with multiple profit centers will sell to 5 to 7 times multiple. So what this means for us is not only, if we do the things I'm going to share with you today, not only are we generating more bottom dollar profit, which is great, but if you ever end up selling your business, you've actually made your business almost twice as valuable in the eyes of the new buyer. So when you can add these profit centers, again, not only are you making money today, if you ever do exit your company is worth 5 to 7 times your bottom dollar revenue versus 3 to 4 times your bottom dollar revenue without multiple profit centers. So as you can see, this is the gift that keeps on giving, folks. So what am I getting at? Ancillary profit is a must. The question becomes how? How do we add these things into our business with as little brain damage and as little work as possible? I'm going to show you a few different ways that we do it in our company. And what you'll start to see is sometimes we start the company and own it. Sometimes we do an affiliate relationship where we promote them and they pay us. Other times they just pay us a monthly fee to promote them and everyone's happy. And on the back side of it, I don't know if there's a slide, but if I don't talk to you about what we jokingly call the pipe wrench offer, make sure someone reminds me to talk to you about that. Just throw it in the chat box. Also, throughout the presentation, if you have any questions on anything, go ahead and throw it into the chat. And at the end of the presentation, I'll go through all of those and answer your questions. So how do you do it? Your option is you either own the business that you send business to, or again, this stupid thing is covering my presentation, so it's tough for me to see on the bottom of my screen. Although I know what I'm talking about, my point being, you either own the business you send business to, or you have a relationship with businesses that that will send you revenue for sending them that business. So here's a formula. The first thing I want you to look at is what we talk about in affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing, again, to recap, is the idea that there is so many people and companies that will pay you for getting them attention. So there's 3 resources that I have on the screen, and then I'm going to show you what the bottom of the screen is. So there's a company called commissionjunction.com, commissionjunction.com, clickbank.com, or you can just Google search affiliate marketplaces, and there's an endless amount of these marketplaces that essentially are trying to connect the people with the traffic, us as the broker, and the people with the offers, right? And there's so much of them. You can even search by real estate and by category. So check out commissionjunction.com, check out clickbank.com. And then also, I just want to show you how big this affiliate marketing place actually is. What you're seeing, or this affiliate marketing world, what you're seeing here on the bottom of the screen in the dark bluish gray or black is the bottom of Amazon's homepage. So if you go to amazon.com, you scroll all the way to the bottom, what you'll see here in the second column, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines down, is become an affiliate. I want you to think about this for a moment. Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the world, has an affiliate program. So what does that mean for you? Are your clients buying new pots and pans when they move into a house? Are they maybe buying a new vacuum? Are they, there's a whole slew of things that they're buying just on Amazon alone, and you can become an affiliate and make yourself a solution for them, saying, you can even build a little catalog saying, hey, buyer, seller, or here, buyer, here's all the things that we found our clients are buying when they buy a home. Create a catalog. It could all be online, where you're displaying all the different pots and pans and silverware, dishwashers, soap, you name it, vacuums, all that stuff, appliances. These are the ones that we found to be the most highly reviewed. You put them in there with a link to your affiliate link. It's your own custom link. As soon as they click it and they go buy something, you get paid. So what's my point is, if Amazon's doing it, it just shows you that everybody, or almost everyone out there, has an affiliate program. And if you use commissionjunction.com or clickbank.com, it'll help you connect to these different people. And it should really open up your thought process just by that example I gave you. How many of these people are there? How many services are being used every time someone buys a home? The other thing that we do outside of this affiliate stuff, and if you have any questions on this, go and throw them in, and I'll try to answer as I go along. I hope you guys are getting this, because this one point alone makes your life really easy. And it goes further than just your clients. Let me ask you this. How many times are your agents signing up to get a domain name for their website? How many times are your clients signing up with something like MailChimp or these different services? All of those companies, MailChimp, Constant Contact, Bluehost, HostGator, all of these companies offer affiliate programs. So if you made that part of your onboarding with your agents, now you can continue to generate revenue even from the agent on the services and the products that they buy. So there was a question, will you send out this PowerPoint? I'm happy to share it, and we'll ask Mike that when we get back on. Great question. Hopefully you guys are getting this. The other thing we do is we get equity in companies. This is kind of the pipe wrench offer that I was talking about. So a lot of times what you can do with these companies, and not so much the affiliate side through those networks that I was showing you, I'll give you some examples in the future during this presentation, where we'll make a relationship, let's say with a credit repair company or a moving company or whatever it may be, a local, geographically located in our area company, and we start promoting them. They're paying us revenue either by monthly fee, what we call an MSA, or they're paying us a referral fee, where every time someone uses them, they pay us a percentage of revenues. Well, as our business starts to become a big part of their business, oftentimes we'll reach out to them and say, hey, we want to talk about how we can go deeper with you and actually become a partner in your company. It's part of the DNA of what we do in our companies. As we start to see that we have success with certain products, that says to us that we should own that business. So instead of owning and starting our own business or going to someone else that will give us equity, the first thing we want to do is come to you and see if you'd be open to the conversation about giving us equity inside of your company for all the promotions that we do. So if you don't get what just happened there, not only am I creating revenue from these different relationships, and I'll share some examples of this with you, not only am I creating revenue through the process, on the back side of it, if I've done well promoting them and we have a good relationship, I'm happy, they're happy, the agents, the clients, everyone's happy, I'm going to reach out to them and see if there's a position in which they will consider giving us equity in the company. And if they don't, then we're going to take our business somewhere else. So a great opportunity to ultimately build your holdings in different companies and continue to increase the value of your company and your holdings. So here's a really creative product that we rolled out. It's our preferred investor. Now, here's the thing. Everyone's talking about iBuyers, and people are concerned about iBuyers. So what we did is we went and we built our own iBuyer program, and I want to quickly break down for you how it works. So in any market, there's local investors that are looking to put offers on your inventory. You already know that. So we reached out and we found 4 or 5 different local investors that are looking to write offers on good properties. And the program works like this. We built an online portal where they can come in, the agent that's representing the seller, the agent comes in, they put in the property information, they upload the required info that the investors need to put an offer. That then gets sent to all of the investors. The investors guaranteed to put an offer in 24 hours or less. Our agent gets to represent both sides. So they're representing the seller, but if the investor ends up buying, they get to represent the investor on the purchase, and then they also get to represent them on the resale. So now we've turned 1 commission into 3 commissions, but that's not it. They also let our agents market their homes and do open houses on renovated homes. So a really cool thing that we're doing is we're promoting properties that aren't even market ready yet. So it's not, coming soon, it's in the works. And we can do open houses with this brand new, beautiful inventory. And they give our agents access to market these properties, pre-market ready. So how does this make us money? There's a lot of different ways you can coordinate it for yourself. What we do is we have these handful of investors. Each one of them pays us $1,000 per month, or whatever you negotiate, to be one of your preferred investors. So if you look at the math in San Diego, the average flip in today's market will make an investor about $50,000. So I'm charging them $1,000 a month for 12 months. They're paying me $12,000, but I have 5 of them doing it. If they only do 1 deal and make that $50,000 profit, they're really happy. That's a good return. But the reality is that it's much greater than that. They're going to do a handful of deals. They're going to build relationships with our agents. We become a big part of their revenue and their marketing. So we start them at $1,000 a month. As they start to succeed, we'll negotiate every 6 months and say, okay, instead of it being $1,000 a month today, now we're going to have to move it to $1,250 or $1,500. So we're always reevaluating our agreements with these different vendors so we can increase the revenue that we're getting while they're increasing the profit that they're making through our business. So this one product alone for us, and we have probably 50 of these, I'll be able to show you a handful in the time we have together. This one product makes us $5,000 a month or $60,000 a year, bottom dollar revenue. We don't have to do any of the work. We don't have to flip the home. We don't have to work with the contractors. We don't have to do any of it. And it gives us as a company the ability to offer an iBuyer solution to our agents. While all other brokerages are scared of the iBuyer and agents are nervous of the iBuyer, instead of being scared of it, we just copied the idea and, in my opinion, made it even better. I get to focus on growing the brokerage. I built my own iBuyer solution, which is great for recruiting and retaining agents. Also a great solution for marketing, for our agents to market on the open market, guaranteed offer in 24 hours, and it makes us some revenue. Hopefully you guys all get that. If you have any questions, again, throw them into the comment box. I think we got another question. All right. So preferred insurance agent. Now, there's a lot of different ways we can do this. And what I'm going to share with you is how Sweet Assist actually will do some of this for you. So originally, we had to go through and build all these original relationships ourselves. And now with Sweet Assist, a lot of these are already built for us. So this is an example of what we did before we had Sweet Assist. And now with Sweet Assist Marketplace, it's even better. But preferred insurance agent, before we had Sweet Assist, was paying us $1,750 a month. In addition to that, they rented an office inside of our office building. So we were making revenue on their rent, and they were paying us $1,750 a month to be in our office and for us to promote them to our agents for their clients. Now, these preferred people I'm talking about, if they're geographically located, not like the affiliate stuff, we invite them out to our trainings. We invite them out to our monthly socials. We really bring them in and fold them into the fold of all things in our company. So that $1,750 a month is them essentially paying for access to our brokerage. We open up the doors, we give them the keys to the castle, they get to come in, they get to put their marketing material around, we email for them, we promo them in our Facebook group, all sorts of stuff. So that one relationship, $1,750 a month. Preferred attorney, $3,500 a month. And the attorney thing, you want to make sure you do it the right way. So you're not breaking any laws, but done correctly, attorneys can pay you for marketing. They can't pay you a referral fee. And I also want to say, I forgot to mention this, that the things I'm sharing with you today, most of them are non-RESPA regulated, which means that you can go out and build these relationships with a lot of these companies. Some of them, like mortgage, escrow, etc., are RESPA regulated, which means you can't make revenues. And that's why you might want to start those companies or partner with them. Any questions on any of this so far, please let us know. But already you can see that just on this slide, that's another over $5,000 a month in revenue coming bottom dollar of the company. So between just the first few that I showed you, outside of the affiliate marketing stuff, there's already about $120,000 in bottom dollar revenue, and we haven't even scratched the surface on all the different products and services that we offer. So here's an example of a local staging company. Solar company. We have a solar company that we promote every time they end up getting hired by a seller, or by a buyer rather. We get paid $1,000 per install. $1,000, we don't do any work. The agent makes the connection. Now, here's something that I really want to open your mind up to. And if you end up using Sweet Assist for this, it'll make it really easy, or you can manage it yourself. But what we started doing is we said, okay, if we really want these services, these ancillary profit centers that we have, if we really want to make traction with them, and we're making revenue in terms of a referral fee or an affiliate fee, let's start letting the agent participate in that revenue. Because if the agent can make more money by offering these services, and it doesn't all just come to us, we believe that the agent's going to be more incentivized to be on top of it and promote these different services. And that proved to be true. So on a lot of these, so on solar, out of the $1,000, I want to say it's about a 50-50 split. So if the agent promotes solar, we make $1,000, they make 500, we make 500. Now, I want you to think past this for a moment. Not only is this creating revenue for you today, not only is it helping your agents generate more revenue, but I want you to think about this in terms of recruiting more agents. One of the biggest challenges agents are facing today is commission compression. Commissions are getting smaller, commissions are getting smaller because of just consumers, right? Wanting to go from 6% to 5% to whatever it is. At the same time, we have portals that are taking 35% on average for leads that they're giving agents. So when you look at it all in, agents' commission is getting compressed. When they come to us, we help them generate more revenue outside of their real estate commissions. I mean, think about how much of an awesome recruiting tool that is, as well as a great profit maximizer for your brokerage. So we have two different staging services. One of them, I didn't make a slide for both of them. The traditional staging service, where they come in and they actually stage the home, is $1,500 per month. They pay us $1,500 a month. We promote them to our agents use them. They do all the work. They're lugging the furniture in and out. They're just paying us $1,500 a month to promote them. Great deal for us. The upsell is we are now, the next level of this is we are going to let the buyer buy the home staged. So the furniture, they can buy one piece of furniture, they can buy one room, or the entire house of what's staged. And I don't know if you knew this, but furniture has about a 200% markup. It's crazy profitable what these stagers are buying this furniture for. Stagers have a problem. Their furniture being drug in and out of buildings all the time ends up damaging them. So now we say to the stager, it's $1,500 a month. We want to work with you so that the buyers can actually buy the individual furniture, the room, or the house, and then we participate in the revenue of the profit from the furniture as well. So I want you to just think about what this means for you. Not only are you making the $1,500 a month, but if they end up buying the furniture, you're making additional revenue, and that can also be something you share with your agents. Just a quick question before I'm running out of time. Are you guys with me? If this all makes sense, just do me a solid and throw in the comment box yes or no. I want to make sure that everyone's with me. I usually do these presentations in front of the world. Today, we're behind a computer, so it's tough to see your reactions. Hopefully you're liking this, and if you're hating it, you can just blame Mike Cuevas. All right, cool. So you guys are liking it. Thank you all for, come on, man, Mike says. All right, so any other questions on this, just go ahead and type them in. Let's keep moving. Moving services. We have a couple different moving companies that we promote. Again, the agent promotes it to their client. And that's the old school way. I'm going to show you how Suite Assist even makes it easier, especially with the new rollout that they have coming out. Moving services pay us anywhere from 5 to 10% of the moving cost. So in San Diego, it's easy to spend $3,000, $4,000 on a move, right? So let's just say it's $3,500. We're making 10%. That's an additional $350 profit per one individual move. You might say to yourself, $350 isn't a lot. We did almost 6,000 transactions last year. So if we could just capture 1,000 of those, that money really adds up quickly. And I want you to think about that yourself. Every dollar that goes to the bottom without you having to service it, that's the best type of money to make. So moving services, 5 to 10%. Eventually we might own a moving company, but the way that this is so easy, who knows? We're just really happy with that relationship. How many times have your agents been in the position where they need more money? They're short on their commissions. Well, we have a commission advance company that pays us $3,000 a month to be our preferred commission advance company. So when our agents mention it, we promo it, whatever, they do the commission advance. Commission advance companies paying us $3,000 a month to promo them. They're the company that's lending the money. They're the company that's following up on the money. I have zero liability in the relationship. The agent knows that they owe the commission advance company money. The commission advance money company knows they need to go to the agent. They pay us a monthly fee to refer them. This one product alone makes us an additional $36,000 a year in bottom revenue. So you can see how all of these things stacking up. What I told you earlier in the presentation, every single one of us can add $100,000 bottom dollar revenue. You can do it. And this just shows how easy that can be for you. So here's the gravy. We have all these different services that pay us anywhere from, some of them are even higher now, $300 to $500 a month to be our preferred cleaner, to be our preferred marketing solution, our alarm provider, home renovator, landscaper, handyman, 1031 custodian. That person now pays us, I want to say, $1,200 a month. Preferred painter, electrician, utilities. In a moment, I'm actually going to have a slide on this, and I don't want to get ahead of it for Sweet Assist, but I know what they have coming down the road. In the future with Sweet Assist, your clients inside of that software can actually order their utilities for free, no cost to switch. And if they go through Sweet Assist, they get better pricing to switch their utilities, Wi-Fi, electricity, if it's not regulated, insurance, all built into the platform. Your clients get an app. I'll explain that in a moment. And you're essentially making revenue on all these services that you don't really have to manage or do anything on. So you can build this all yourself and go out and make these relationships. Or like I said, we're using Sweet Assist for it now. Closing KIFs, domain names, web hosting, interior designer. So earlier I told you we had 2 stagers. We actually have 3. So we have this traditional stager. We have a virtual stager that will take the empty pictures of the empty house and put in virtual furniture. And then we have almost like an interior designer stager that goes into the house for way less of a price than a full staging. And they will rearrange the furniture using what the seller already has to make the house more appealing to the prospective buyers. So, you know, you have to think, this goes on and on and on. Pool install, you know, we were installing a pool. You know, these pools can cost $200,000-$300,000. So as we were going through it, I made a relationship with the person installing the pool. I said, hey, how about you pay me 10% of every pool install we send you? And think about that. Let's say it's a $100,000 pool. That's a $10,000 referral to us. Pool services, carpet cleaning, termite. You know, we have a great termite inspector that today I want to say probably pays us a bit more than $500, handyman, etc. If this alone hasn't just expanded your brain, then I don't know what's wrong. So if you look at, and this is what's coming up inside of Sweet Assist, all of these different services at $300 to $500 a month. Let's just say you're doing 300 by 20 businesses. That's $6,000 a month in bottom revenue, or $10,000 a month. And if you're doing that on a monthly, what's nice is with the new rollout of Sweet Assist, they're actually going out and they're building these relationships with all of these different service providers and already creating the affiliate relationship. I think this model, which we're running, but we're adjusting to as this new platform or a new version of Sweet Assist comes out, I think this model of charging them per month is leaving me hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. I do that because I didn't have a solution that just created it and managed it. So this is not a Sweet Assist pitch, but I'm here to explain to you why this works for us. So with the Sweet Assist update, what they're actually doing is they're creating all of these relationships nationally. They're going to have an app that is completely branded to your agents. Each agent gets their own app. So when they start working with a buyer or a seller, they're going to give them this app that has all the services and shortcuts and everything that they need to make their move more convenient. In addition to that, not only do they get the app, they get a full live concierge that can help them with anything that they need. So, and the concierge they get to keep for life. So not only are we giving them this awesome app to give them all the solutions for everything they need during their move, everything from boxes to movers to switching appliances. I mean, you name it, it's all going to be built in there, as I hear it from the developers over there. They also get a full-time concierge. So now they can call the 800 number for life. If they close with you today and 2 years later, they need new appliances or they want to switch Wi-Fi, if they go through the portal, you get paid an affiliate commission. So that to me just blows all of the monthly revenue that we're have these people charging us out the water, and that's what we'll be adjusting to. So here it gets even better. Now you can really develop this. So San Diego really has 3 markets. There's North, Mid, and South. I can break this up into 3 different markets, and instead of having one group of 20, I can have 3 groups of 20, and you can see the revenues just get even more exciting from there. So many of you probably have mortgage relationships. If you don't, understand that it's RESPA regulated. There's 3 options that I believe work for you. There's one, you can go through a company like USA Mortgage or Cornerstone. If you want a relationship, I can personally make you an intro. Just let Mike know and he'll connect us. Where they'll give you your own branch and you'll have your own P&L, and you make, your couple points, 1 to 2 points on every loan that you make. They manage everything. It's a separate company. You have to get your license. There's a lot of different ways or components to that. So one is having a mortgage bank, a mortgage branch with a mortgage bank. The other thing is, which I think is the easiest, is a mortgage MSA. A lot of people tell you that this can't be done, but it can be done if you do it correctly. I'm not an attorney. Make sure you consult an attorney. But there's a company called MLink that's a third-party attorney that will evaluate what your MSA can legally be worth. The reality is they can't pay you for your transactions. They can pay you for the amount of consumer attention you get them. So how many signs can they have sign writers on? How many open houses can they have collateral in, et cetera, et cetera. So those are the couple options you have. Or you can just start your own mortgage bank, which I've done and I hated and don't do anymore. So MSAs or doing a branch through a mortgage company. If in your state that does escrow is a huge profit center for us. If you're in a state or in a part of a state that does escrow as opposed to attorney closings, like in SoCal, Southern California, escrow and title are separate. People are used to it. To start an escrow company costs about $120,000 to start up. So instead of putting all the money out ourselves, we sold 10% of the company at $10,000 per point. So that's a $1 million evaluation. So we sold 1 point to 10 people each. That brought in $100,000 of revenue. But the 10 people we sold it to were some of our 10 top producers or people that could direct a lot of business. So not only did we have a large percentage of the startup cost funded by bringing in these people to buy 1 point for 10% each, we also brought in 10 people that now have an affiliation and they want this company to win. And they obviously are more compelled to promote it. So that's how we funded it out the chute. We hired a management company, some people that own another mortgage company, and we hired them. We gave them 10% vesting in the company. So for 10% of the company, they pretty much run and manage everything. I'm never in the mortgage office. I talk to them, a couple times a month. They manage everything. And that company today is, doing over $200,000 a month. Hard money. If you're not offering hard money, we have to understand that a lot of your agents are probably already flipping homes or have clients that are flipping homes. So hard money companies will pay you an MSA. And then also something that we're rolling out with our hard money company is something that Compass Concierge, which we're all familiar with, where we'll actually lend money to sellers to go rehab their home and put it on the market to maximize their profit. And that's an additional profit center as well. So a question is, the sweetest disconnections only in California or for all other states as well? It's for all other states. I'm not part of the development team over there, but what I understand they have coming out, and if you schedule a demo with them, I'm sure they'll explain it. This whole new thing, I want to say it's probably about 60 days or less from being out. Mike might know better than me, but it's going to be national. They already have relationships with insurance companies, electricity, internet, Wi-Fi, I think even cell phones, all the way down to like rain gutter cleaning and everything in between. And you make profit from those, and you can share those profits with your agents if you care to do so. Credit repair company. It's a great company to build a referral relationship with. We had our own credit repair company, ended up finding out that it was better for us to just have an affiliate relationship. So we ended up killing the company, and now we just have an affiliate relationship. Unibinder, really cool thing. It makes these hardbound presentation books. So you buy the machine. It's $3,500 for the machine, and I want to say for like maybe 100 or 200 hardbound pre-printed but empty on the inside books. The books are $10 per book. Is what we sell them for. So the agents can print whatever they want in a printer, take it, put it in the hardbound book, slide it into that little machine you see right there, and that machine binds it all together, and now your agents have a hardbound book they can use for presentations or whatnot. And they can print on their own and then come into the office, buy one of the books from us, put it into the machine, and now they have those leather bound, those hardbound books. Another profit center for us. Transaction coordinating is a huge profit center for us. We have our own transaction coordinating company. If you're not doing that as a brokerage yet, you are missing a lot of opportunity. We make on average, after the TC gets paid, we make, now it's a little bit more, it's about $125 per file, but about $100 profit per file. We do about 3,000 of those a year. And we give our agents, if they use our TC, again, to incentivize them to use ours versus an in-house, if they use our TC, we guarantee that they get paid directly through escrow. So that for us is, about $300 or more $1,000 in bottom dollar revenue every year. Last thing I'll share with you, this is one of our newest ancillary products. This is something that I'm trying to work with the Sweet Assist team. There's a lot of legalities in it. But in short, we started a fund, a real estate fund, where our agents can participate with us and invest with us to go build apartment buildings. You want to talk about long-term wealth creation? You want to talk about really adding profit centers? This to us will probably be the biggest profit center in all of the things that we showed you. And not probably will be, it will be. This is the first project we funded with our team, our agents. We're now on to our probably 6th or 7th fund where we've raised money through our agents. So this first one is a 26-unit apartment building. We bought the dirt. Right now it's getting all built out. And it was almost all funded from our agents and their clients. So it's called real estate syndication. If you want to learn more about that, you can check out monarchrealestatefund.com or just send me a message and I'll help you understand. There's a lot of legalities. You got to hire attorneys and all that stuff. But this is something I'm not seeing any other brokerage do. You want to give your agents the ability to really create long-term wealth with you. As soon as they start investing with you, what are the chances that they're going to leave you, right? So not only is a great way for you to build wealth for yourself, it's a great way to help your agents build wealth, retain them as agents, and leverage it for recruiting. So the question becomes, I'm going to wrap this thing up. How can you get this all done for you? Like I said, we built this all out on our own. We have like a full-time vendor relation person. This person manages all this and gets the vendors on board and makes sure that they're happy. The new solution for us is we jumped onto Sweet Assist probably about a year ago now, and Sweet Assist helps us with an all-in-one solution for everything. It does transaction management better than anything we've seen before. Fully customizable. It has a marketplace. It has push button marketing for your agents where they can actually go in and do mailing campaigns. I think that's coming out pretty soon. It has a training site, a university. You can put in all of your affiliate services and then also use that new rollout that I was telling you that they have coming up soon, where they just build it all for you and you create revenue. We were with another company before and paying probably about 10 times the amount per month than it costs us to be with Sweet Assist. And that other company had not nearly as much of the services and everything that Sweet Assist has. So if you're interested, go to sweetassist.com and schedule a demo. And I'm sure that they'd be happy to help you. So,
thank you, Sam.
I think that's all I have. If there's any other questions, go ahead and type them in. Matt said, we're moving to Sweet Assist now at BKG. Awesome. Who owns the company? Mike started the company, Mike Cuevas, and there's a bunch of different investors, and Mike can probably help fill that in for you a little bit as well. Full disclosure, there's a lot of different investors, and they've built a great company. Any other questions on anything I shared with you today?
What's up, Sammy? Thank you so much, man. I don't have my video on here right now, guys, but I'll look through and I'll see if there's any other questions that we have here. If not, we could go ahead and get this wrapped up. We're right at that 9:52. We try to keep these under an hour. If you guys like the content you saw here today, we have a lot of very cool broker owner, call it tips, growth strategies, and whatnot. They're all listed on our blog at sweetassist.com. In addition to that, we host these webinars once a month. So if you guys like what you hear today, if you have any other questions or topics that you guys would like to see, go ahead and type those into a chat, and I'll make sure we bring those on for the next webinar that we have. We're going to be doing these every month, give or take, and feel free to attend them. Also, feel free to check out some of the Facebook groups. Independent Broker Network is a really good group we love engaging in. But we appreciate it. We will send the recording out for everybody. As long as you're registered, you'll get a recording, and we'll post it in whatever groups we can. But let's go ahead and see what other questions we have. I think you got them all answered, Sammy.
I think so too. There was another one. How can I get a list of all the companies you JV with? You know, he's going to send out this recording. So I think that'll kind of give you a big help. We don't publicly share our internal list of who we use for some obvious reasons, but I'll tell you that just start with the things that we shared, and then also I would strongly encourage you to check out Sweet Assist, because they're going to have all that built out for you, and the cost is really almost next to nothing.
Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate Sam. Thanks for coming on today and walking us through, sharing your insight. Very insightful. Folks, it's now time we got to start thinking outside the box, different ways of growth. There's a paradigm shift occurring. Some of the nuggets I liked what you said today was a lot of the stuff with the iBuyers. Those are easy profit centers that'll adapt to any market. They attract more agents to you, as well as create additional profit centers and attracting more listings. But well done, Sam. Thank you so much for your time, dude. We really appreciate you. We appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in today. We'll go ahead and send out this replay. And if I don't see any other questions, let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. Let's do if any other questions, go ahead and type into the chat now. Let's give it 5 seconds or so. And if not, Sam, if you have any other closing thoughts, we'll get this wrapped.
No, I mean, that's all I got, Mike. Thanks for having me. All of you, thanks for the participation. Thanks for the questions. If there's anything I can do to help, just find me on Facebook or Instagram and shoot me a message. And I'm happy to support. But again, make sure you follow this guy, Mike Cuevas. He's always bringing the heat and bringing on some awesome content providers. So Mike, thank you for everything that you do. Everyone else, hopefully you got value from this. Hopefully you put it together, or use Sweet Assist to help you do it, or whatever it is. I really don't care who you use or how you do it, but I will tell you that this will change the game for you in terms of profitability. So make sure you get on top of it.
Cool, man. Thanks, guys. And thank you, Sammy. We'll get this replay sent out to everyone who needs it, and we'll go from there. Have a great day and a good rest of the week, everybody.
All right, y'all. Take care.